Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. But just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, and we got a great one in store, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And right away, he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
A gain of 12. First down, Arizona.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
First down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the Buccaneers' 22-yard line.
Second down and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it'll be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. Returnable here for Davis. And the Bucks are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. 27 yards there, a first down. On play action, they'll throw. And that's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Ball at a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. Kicking into a headwind here in the 2nd quarter. And his kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both of these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2nd and 1. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's the 2nd and 7. He completes it right side away. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They'll look to throw again. Buying time to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
They'll try the right side here with White. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Hey, check that, street.
And quickly to the outside, that's caught by Lamb. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 16-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun here with Strong. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the byline, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from very short range.
So they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bucks have taken the lead. And from the 1-yard line, they didn't try and reinvent the wheel, do anything cute. They just gave it to the big back.
You almost get the sense that if you can't get it in from the 1-yard line, with your big guy carrying the football, you're pushing yourself
touchdown. Here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. Powering his way forward. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from me a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 30. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
They've got a little over 30 yards of turf so far, but second out some backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Now the Bucks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. That pass complete to Moore. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cardinals 6.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 12-yard line.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 52 yards.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
He's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
1st down. Here's White. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd and 7. He pitches it. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And his kick is indeed good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
They run it again with Chubb. And They'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I have to think a major focus at halftime makes had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
You pointed that to me at half. Seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Jones on the return. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Bucks will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now back to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Intercepted by the Cardinals. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
3 yards. And the Cardinal 1st down.
They toss it left side to Chubb. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. Now it's 3rd down.
Good coverage yet again down here by the goal line. Everyone's blocking it, and he's forced to throw it away and try and come up with something on 3rd down.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Back to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range, but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second and 9 now. And a dump off to White. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So third down and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. Well, this is caught. He hits more. And he's going to have the Bucks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. B.J. Ojulari from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. He'll look to throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll look to throw. This is caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Buccaneers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now 8 yards, and that leaves him just short. So it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big
pass as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Going quickly out to the right side. Fighting through, he's got space. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That will toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down. They'll look to throw again. Drops it off for Chubb. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Chubb running to the wide side. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Quick throw complete into the flat out left. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals have taken a 4th quarter lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Bucks take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Back to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they were looking for more than a spark to get this drive going. They wanted the big hitter, but it was not to be. They've still got ticks on the clock left. I don't think you need the big one just yet, but definitely time's a factor here with under 2 minutes to go.
Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. Third down. He's back to throw. That's complete to Otten. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Going right side is White. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
That's a really good game right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
On third down, a run from White. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. Now the Bucks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Bucks going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And we've got free football, 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. Well, what a game this has been, and now overtime will decide who goes on to play in the NFC Championship. Fair catch called for and taken, so the ball brought up to the 25 to begin this overtime session. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. after the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs. Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football. People hated that. Now the game reaches OT. Every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last two snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though. 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Playoff football at its best. Remember, a touchdown on this drive isn't a game winner as they work on second down here. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A huge play there in overtime. 45 yards. Things now, Charles, looking pretty good here. A great opportunity to try to cash in for 6 on the opening possession of overtime.
And what I'm liking, Brandon, is what I see down on the sidelines. I see a defense huddled up and ready to go, already preparing for their opportunity to go on the field and close out this game.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
As larger been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A touchdown run there from a yard out. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And CD, the pressure is on here. Only a touchdown on this series will prevent their season from coming to an end right here, right now.
And this is why the postseason overtime rules were changed, partner, to afford teams an opportunity to respond in this type of a situation, because in the past, this game would already be over, and the losing team would be making off-season plans. Now they've earned their way into a postseason. They do get a chance to answer after the other team scores first.
Trying to keep their season alive. Down 7 in overtime. Now they'll, of course, need to score before time runs out in the period as they work on second down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Getting home on that one. So their offense got the touchdown. They needed this defensive stand, and after that play, Charles, they are on the verge of getting that stand and winning this football game.
Yeah, it's a whole different ball game now in the playoffs, isn't it? Because now everyone understands with the new rules, your job's not done anymore if you scored that initial touchdown. You've still got to come out and play some defense, and boy, did they ever on that play. Now they stand tall here on 3rd and long. They'll be 1 snap away from a postseason victory.
Well, here we go. Now it's gut check time. They need to convert here to keep the series and their season alive.
And obviously, this is their biggest snap of the season. And across the line of scrimmage, how about that defense? They feel exactly the same way, and they know they're 1 stop from celebrating a win themselves.
And now the Bucks deciding to take a timeout defensively. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. Anything short of a first down ends this ball game. Here's 4th down. Back to throw here. Oh, it's It's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, the change in rules from the regular season to the playoffs at least gave both teams, Charles, an opportunity, but it turns out the team who scored first got the victory.
They certainly did, partner, but it wasn't as simple as getting a quick touchdown and calling it a day, because they need a standout performance from both sides of the ball to earn this win in overtime, and they got it.
So that'll